project.
The what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmet, I'm a little confused here.
Jeg husker ikke helt hva det var. Akkurat nå.
What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay. Catch you around, Callahan.
October 12th. Doc?
Ok, vi får vel kanskje prøve å finne Doc igjen da. Hvor er den? Sånn.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember
Ja,
how
jeg
I
er
was
enig
late
med
picking you up at
Doc i
86?
det.
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age.
Yep.
Or worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being, I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna? Where can I find her?
Where do you
Du har vel
think?
kanskje en eller annen idé.
I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
Så lenge vi ikke kjører i 88 miles per hour. Jeg husker ikke helt hvor mye kilometer det er da. Jeg husker ikke helt i det hele tatt, faktisk. Hillbilly High School.
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
Stop!
Oi!
I'll talk to her. You'd better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All Car of the Future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Why not? Good luck!
Ok. Her er det mye som skal gjøres.
Come see the Cars of the Future. Brought to you by Statler DeSoto.
Skal vi se, vi får snakke med Edna da, og se etter hva hun har å prate om. Så kanskje vi får endret på denne tidslinja.
Spell it B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
Yep.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... Oh, dear.
Mr. Callahan, you do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
Jeg vet. Skal vi se...
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmet?
Ja.
Yeah, just now, in the town square.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him. So oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmet and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, you know, those gut instincts are important. If you disliked him right off the bat.
Oh, but I didn't know him then. Now I know him inside and out.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Callahan, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmet fits the bill to a T. That's Emmet Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
You said that Emmet fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Callahan. You know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing.
jeg.
Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he
Marty
cleans up
kanskje, men
surprisingly
ikke
well.
jeg.
I gave him my grandfather's
Spiller med
white
det her med
suit to
min ting
wear at the
for det.
expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in
Et
the
annet
suit.
spiller, i hvert fall.
Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important,
Yes?
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His
Yep.
own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain. I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities,
Say, what's your game?
just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmet. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmet. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
For dere som synes at dette spillet her er på en måte litt sånn tregt og langt, så har jeg på en måte et tilbud da, som jeg uansett kommer til å gjøre. Jeg kommer til å lage videoer som har hele episoden inni seg, sånn at du kan slippe å se på hele serien. I stedet for så kan du se på en episode. Meg spiller gjennom første episoden, og så andre, så ja, skjønner. Så hvis du vil slippe det, så ja.
Rather hard for me to picture Emmet as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet?
A guy who gets the girls, you know, motors running.
Motors?
Who makes them, you know.
You mean a chic?
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but when he's properly pomaded and decked out in my grandfather's white suit, Emmet just glows. Makes my heart flutter a bit just to picture him.
Men jeg skal gjøre det i tida når jeg er ferdig med å lage serien. Så når jeg får laget siste episode, så skal jeg begynne med arbeidet på å få laget de sånn i fulle. Og kanskje til slutt lage en hel video som har hele spillet inni seg. Ja. Sikkert.
You say you know Emmet is a model citizen, but you don't know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans out of plutonium?
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmet's
det
mind
hadde
map
han.
demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented toward virtue.
This one time, to power one of his science experiments, Emmet hijacked a train.
Please, there hasn't been a train hijacking in Hill Valley since the days of Mad Dog Tannen.
Emmet's done a lot of shady things in his time. My vice principal warned me to stay away from him.
Your vice principal sounds like a dolt.
Yep. It's
So you say Emmet only has eyes for you?
Absolutely. It's almost embarrassing how devoted he is to me.
Well, it's good to hear he's finally settling down.
Yes. Settling down?
You know, ready to stop playing the field, as it were.
Playing the... Oh, you're joking.
But I can't help feeling sorry for him.
Who?
All of Emmet's other girls, now that he's with you.
please. I think I know Emmet by now. There are no other girls.
I wonder what's gonna happen to Emmet's little black book.
Little black book?
Oh, it's legendary. That's what enabled Emmet to become the, Valentino of Hill Valley High. Gee, I wonder if he'd let me have it.
You must think I'm pretty gullible, Mr. Callahan.
Jeg driver med løgnhistorier på høyt nivå her.
What the heck is this mental alignment meter of Emmet's?
Ja, det lurer jeg faktisk på, for jeg
absolutely
glemte.
revolutionary
Jeg glemte
invention.
hva det er.
Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Interesting.
Yes.
And it really works?
Well, of course. What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work?
Ja.
Anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
Okay.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Oi, hallo.
Hey,
hallo.
Audie. You seen my Orioli?
Hun var også her.
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
Vent nå litt.
Back again, Mr. Callahan? What can I help you with?
I was thinking, what's Trixie Trotter doing in that outfit?
What's she doing here at all? That's the question. Women of that sort are generally found outside cheap hotels, not science expos.
Vel, vel. Det var det
That's
hun
all
hadde å
the
si.
questions I got.
Very well, then. How about you? Have you got any questions for me?
Oi.
No.
Then kindly let me pass.
I am afraid I can't until I've located your registration form.
Oh, this
Yes,
is
Nando.
absurd!
Hey, Artie.
Officer!
Officer,
Right. Don't blow your cover.
will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
Ah. Sorry.
Can't talk right now.
Ok, men...
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds! You got official business here?
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers. You look familiar. Do I know you?
Nope.
Nei, men du har sett meg. Hvis dere husker episode 2, så møtte vi jo på han i baren. Jeg husker ikke helt alt vi skal gjøre, så jeg bare går litt rundt, egentlig, akkurat nå. Vent nå. Går
It's
litt
not as
rundt og
nice as
ser.
my truck back in 86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in 86.
Det håper jeg også. For Marty sin truck er ganske så awesome, må jeg si. Hill Valley of the future and Hill Valley of the past, oh dear. But now I want to talk to Trixie Trotter.
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Artie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could.
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's
Yep.
my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
Min var litt
So
om
what are you
Stanley
doing down
Parable.
here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future?
Sort of.
At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Ja.
Yeah, that's actually why I'm here.
Vi må jo på en måte få ordnet med det, så...
So, who are you supposed to be?
Don't you know your Homer? I am Techni Muse of Progress. You can tell
Okay.
by the lightning bolts.
Must have slept through that class.
Ja,
I'm supposed
jeg
to be
òg.
a goddess like. I'm the one who inspires all the great men who make the discoveries. And women,
Ja vel.
too. Leave us not forget Madame Curie.
I never would.
Okay.
So you work for the expo?
Yeah, ain't it a kick? I greet all the important guests, and on the final day, I get to bestow the golden sundial on the winning contestant.
Jeg liker veldig godt voice-actinga de har i spillet, det må jeg si. Veldig bra voice-acting. Skal vi se.
Techne, Muse of Progress. Not a bad gig.
Audie got it for me. It's my entree into respectability.
Skal vi se.
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Audie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Ja.
Sometimes a guy's got to resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Ah,
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
Ja, vi finner nok ut en vei da. Men foreløpig så sier jeg takk for nå. Alra, takk for det jeg ser på. Og prøv å følge med på neste episode av Matias spiller back to the future.